Mark?
I guess crying is a tool for her, a release. It's different for me. You know, I feel like if I cry, I've failed or given up. You know, it doesn't solve anything. I don't even know the last time I cried, like 2, 3 years ago.
Well, what would be nice right now is if you could explain to her how it makes you feel when she cries. I mean, so you know that for her it's a tool, but it also makes you feel a certain way, right? It affects you. So maybe you can tell her right now, how does it make you feel when she cries?
I just want to know, what is it that is making her so unhappy that she's crying? And is it something reasonable? Not to invalidate her feelings. I don't know, just be clear. I don't know.
Well, Mark, one thing you can do is go straight to the source. I mean, look at her, right? She's deeply in it right now. And the answer you're looking for is it's right there on her face. And I mean, when you bring up a question like, I'm curious as to why she's so unhappy, then, you can really just look directly and, not in an effort to fix things or an effort for you to change who you are, but really just understand why she hurts. So ask her.
I think it's about communication. She wants me to communicate better or more, but I say what I want to say and she doesn't, and I don't know what she wants.
Mark, ask her.
So is the reason for your unhappiness, your crying, related to connecting with me, communicating with me?
In some ways, communicating is part of it, I guess. I know that you try and you think it's enough. But I just don't think that you're open to the signals I give you.
See, this is what gets me. Signals? That's not communicating. You're not being clear.
This is your problem. You complain to me and to him about not knowing why I'm so upset, and then you cut me off right when I'm trying to tell you why.
Well, could you be a little more concise at least?
Concise.
Yes.
So after you put me through so much emotionally, I have to explain why I'm so upset, and then you get to tell me how to do that? Do you understand how insane that is?
I just want an answer.
No, you don't. No matter what answer I give, it wouldn't matter. Because you couldn't possibly be the issue, right? You don't care if I go through my shit, so long as it doesn't disrupt your happiness.
My happiness? I'm trying.
Okay, guys, let's just try to lower our voices, right? We were on our way to some very valuable dialogue, but suddenly it becomes a little bit less valuable and actually a little bit destructive when we let our emotions spill over like that. So, Mark, why don't we take it back? Ask her again, how does it make you feel? But this time, try not to measure her response up against an answer that you're hoping for, but just really listen to what she has to say, okay?
Fine. Sarah. Honey. Love of my life. Please, for the sake of our marriage, tell me what is so wrong with me and what I'm doing that is making you so unhappy. What is it? Please, tell me. Jesus Christ. This isn't going anywhere. You're just stringing me along, dragging me down into your misery. I'm convinced you don't even know what you're upset about. I'm done. You hear me? Waste of my goddamn time.
Why don't you want to have my baby, Mark?
What?
What, you didn't hear me? Why don't you want to have my baby?
That's what this is about?
Don't act oblivious.
All right now.
You know how much this means to me.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? How many times do I have to try and get romantic with you? Get dressed up every night just to get you to touch me? How many times do I have to invite Jessica over, who I can't really stand, by the way, and her husband just to get the chance to hold their baby in front of you? What do I have to do to get through to you, Mark, that I want to be a mother? I want to be a mom.
God damn it, I've told you before, I cannot have a child right now.
You told me that the first year of our marriage. That was 4 years ago. How much longer do you want me to wait? My biological clock is ticking. I'm almost 36. I'm bordering 40.
Listen, I'm not ready, okay? I have enough on my plate as it is.
You have enough on your plate?
I do.
Like what, Mark? You live the most simple and mundane life anyone could ask for. You're a high school teacher.
And what's wrong with that?
Kids take your class because you assign them nothing. You have no work to do. You tell me you're writing a book, and I've never read a single page. You've never even explained to me what it's about. You don't talk to people. You hate going out. So can you please tell me what's going on in your oh so preoccupied life? That you can't have a baby with me? What's so important that you refuse to make me a mother? Please, tell me. What?
You don't have any idea! You think my life's easy? Every day, every morning, I get up and drive you to work in the city and deal with your attitude because, God forbid, I ask you to get a Clipper card. Then it's straight to school, 6 classes a day, over 10 hours. Then I'm having phone calls with my editor who tells me I have to make the Louisiana Purchase more accessible to today's readers if I want my book to sell. And then back to the clinic to pick up my wife, still with the attitude, but just more passive, which is actually way more annoying. Then I spend the weekend grading papers, making lesson plans, and editing, all in between checking in on my wife, who I find arbitrarily crying for who knows what reason. So forgive me, honey, for not wanting to have a child, because I already have to put up with one every fucking day.
Screw you! How dare you? What, you think you're too busy to have a kid? It's too much work for you. Oh, because you're the breadwinner in this relationship, huh?
Okay. Let's just bring it back in. Mark, have a seat, please.
You are such...
Go on! What am I?
Fuck!
Sarah, leave it. Mark, sit down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't lash out at him. He's the only man in here trying to make this work.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! God, I fucking hate you.
Hate me all you want. You owe me an explanation.
I don't owe you anything. Shut up.
You know how much this means to me. Why do you make this so hard? Just give me a fucking answer!
Because I can't! I can't! Why should I have a kid? Why me? How am I supposed to raise a child? Such a fuck up!